This is why your imported coffee might cost more than you expect. It's not just about the quality of the beans or the distance they've traveled. There's a hidden layer of complexity in the form of trade policies and tariffs that influence the final price you pay. Let's dive into this fascinating world of international trade and uncover the mechanics behind it. Take, for example, the bananas you see in your local grocery store. They might come from a tropical country thousands of miles away, but why do they cost what they do? It's not just the cost of growing, harvesting, and shipping them. There's also something called a tariff, a tax imposed on goods as they cross borders, and this tariff can significantly impact the price you pay. Let me explain. Imagine this. Country A, known for its lush banana plantations, exports bananas to Country B. Meanwhile, Country B, famous for its apple orchards, exports apples to Country A. It seems like a fair trade, right? But what happens when one country decides to impose a tariff on the other's goods? If Country B suddenly decides to tax the bananas coming in from Country A, it's essentially making those bananas more expensive for its own consumers. Now, Country A might not take this lightly. They could respond by saying, if you're going to tax our bananas, we'll tax your apples. This tit-for-tat approach is what we call a reciprocal tariff. Reciprocal tariffs are like a balancing act in the world of trade. They're designed to ensure fairness, or at least the perception of fairness between trading nations. The idea is to create a level playing field where no country feels disadvantaged. But it's not always that simple. For instance, if one country imposes a high tariff to protect its domestic industries, the other country might retaliate with an equally high tariff. This back and forth can escalate quickly, leading to what's known as a trade war. And trade wars can have far-reaching consequences, not just for the countries involved, but for global markets as a whole. Think of it as a game of chess, where each move is calculated and strategic. But unlike chess, the stakes are real. Jobs, industries, and even the cost of everyday goods can be affected by these decisions. A single tariff can ripple through the economy, influencing everything from the price of your morning coffee to the availability of your favorite gadgets. But here's the twist. Reciprocal tariffs don't always lead to balance. Sometimes they create more problems than they solve. When countries keep raising tariffs on each other, it can lead to a standoff where no one wins. It's like a never-ending game of my tax is bigger than your tax, with consumers often bearing the brunt of the costs. This standoff can strain international relations and disrupt global supply chains. Imagine two cargo ships passing each other at a port, each loaded with goods that are now too expensive to sell because of high tariffs. It's a lose-lose situation for everyone involved. At the end of the day, reciprocal tariffs are a double-edged sword. They're meant to protect domestic industries and ensure fair trade, but they can also lead to higher prices and strained relationships between nations. It's a delicate balance that requires careful negotiation and diplomacy. So the next time you notice that your imported gadgets or snacks are pricier than usual, take a moment to think about the complex web of trade policies and tariffs that might be at play. It's not just about the product, it's about the intricate dance of international trade. Remember, every price tag tells a story, and sometimes that story involves reciprocal tariffs and the global chess game of trade. Stick around for more trade talk. Subscribe if you're curious. There's so much more to uncover about the fascinating world of global commerce.